Dai.
VinitalyTour.com presents.
So welcome, we are in the region Friuli Venezia Giulia. This is a very interesting area because it has a very strong influence from the sea, but at the same time it has a very strong influence from the Alps. Being at the northeast of Italy, it is really at the foothills of the mountains here, at the border with Slovenia. Now we are going to taste the wine from Colli Orientali. And Colli Orientali, what is very interesting about this area, it is in altitude. Earlier, we visited producers from regions closer to the sea. The land over there is rather flat, but the soil over there is gravel, and so, and in some situation clay. But here in Colli Orientali, what is interesting is we are at altitude. Why I'm talking about this? Because altitude actually will help you to give a very wide temperature difference between night and day. During the day it will be very warm. Also the vineyard, obviously, it will be in a slope, so with aspect to the sunshine, very good exposure to the sunshine. And then at night, because it's in altitude, the climate will be very cool. The Alps will provide this area with a cool wind, which will keep the vines dry, which is very important to avoid any fungi, any rot. But it will also be very important to reduce the temperature. In this way, you have a very long and slow ripening, and you can have very high quality fruit to make the wine. And when you have this condition, obviously, you have more intensity and more complexity to the wine, while you're preserving the very important acidity, which will keep the wine fresh in your mouth, and it will elongate the aftertaste. So now we have a wine from Talis. Okay, we are going to taste Friuliano, and I will invite the producer to come and explain his wine to us right now. So please let us know your name and also your winery.
My name is Mauro, and the winery is Talis Wine, exactly. And we produce in this kind the Talis Friulano. It's a local grape, it's indigenous. It's the most famous white wine in our region, and is, I think, the best white wine that we produce in our winery, and I think in our region. It's very good wine, especially for fish, for appetizers, but also for the first meal. Example for soups with or rice. Example, rice with asparagus or herbs, aromatic rice. It's very good. This, and I think it's a good one, especially in our region. But you can we can export this way. It's good to drink during a day. You want to drink, example, like an aperitif. It's ideal because it's long, full in the mouth, good smell, good flavor, and is fresh. But at the same time, its shelf life is very long. It's not short in life, so you can drink our wine about 2 years without problems, and it's the very good white wines in our region. Because it's not too strong, example, like it's not passage in the barrel, for example, and it's good for the flesh. But at the same time, the grapes and the wine is too long, and this permit to us to drink a long time. It is very good.
In fact, what you're saying about being the best wine of your region, one thing about Friuli Venezia Giulia, actually, the wines, the white wines especially, are such high quality that they are among actually the best in the world. Yeah. And not enough people know about these wines, and this is a pity because they are very well defined. They are not only complex, but they have a nice fruit definition, a very nice minerality, a very nice acidity. That it's a very well balanced wine, actually.
Yeah, it's really that you have to say me. It's you have to say me all that the really white wine from Friuli, because many people say that the white wine from Friuli are the best in the world. Yes, because it's not too strong, it's not too heavy like the new world white wines, and it's not too light. Maybe you find sometimes in Venetian where it's more light, but in Friuli you have body, flavor, a long life of the wine, and this is, I think, the best way to drink the wines all around the world. Only that we must know this, because Friuli is the people know that Friuli is good for the white, but many people drinks the same the red wines. This is the problem.
In fact, here in Asia, Sauvignon Blanc from New Zealand is very, very popular, very famous, because it is very fresh. You drink the wine, it's very fresh. But the New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc is very much tropical fruit. Here it's completely different. We have white fruit, we have pears in the nose, we have also some nice flowers, we have also a little bit of fresh almonds, yeah? And a little bit of minerality. So the spectrum of aromatics here is actually wider. It's not only tropical fruit, it is fruit, floral, mineral, and also some nuttiness. So that makes a wine that is quite amazing actually.
It's a good mixer, it's a good mixed wine, but it's 100% only the grape Friulano. This is, I think, the speciality of the grape and the wine. So you have Semé, and it's very. The difference of the white wines from Friuli is this: we have the mineral taste, the smell, the flavor, the fresh, but not tropical, like all around the world. Because many white wines around the world have the tropical fruit and very structured in the body, so it's too heavy when you drink. This is heavy, fresh, light. You can drink when you want. You can make it's a new type of drink. You can drink in a new way, different, really different.
Yes, and I think in Hong Kong, in fact, we like very much the Sauvignon Blanc because it's fresh. And this wine, there is no reason why it should not be very popular in Hong Kong, because it is very fresh, but also very complex and very delightful in the palate. And when we taste it, we can feel the crispness and the refreshing aspect of this wine. And as I'm speaking to you, I still have the pears and the fresh almonds in my taste, and it's really lasting for a long time. So this is perfect for aperitif, to drink on its own, but also perfect with food. Absolutely.
Yeah. That you have told me now is incredible. We drink in our region, we drink normally for aperitif. But at the same time, we drink when we eat, example, the typical prosciutto. It's very good with prosciutto. Or when we eat rice with the herbs in spring, summer, in spring or season, you can find the herbs, the wild herbs, and then we made rice, we made pasta with pomodori, too fresh. And this wine is very good because it's body and light. At the same time, you don't find everywhere this kind of wine, and then we have the mineral taste because we have the sea very close, 30 miles from us. We can find the sea, and then we have the Alps on the back, about 40 miles. So we are close. On the back mountain and in the front we have the sea. This is give to the grape a real taste, a real different taste, only from our region. And the Friulano, I think, is the best grape for our region, for Friuli. And it's only a problem that we must begin to know this, nothing else.
What I love about Italy is the passion of the people. And here I can say you're very passionate about your wine, your region. I appreciate that very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you, you too.
Thank you. Thank you.